Evening. What's up, everybody? It is Tuesday. It's not Thursday, it is Tuesday. So I hope by now you guys are on track knowing that for the month of February and March, real life relationship growth will be on Tuesdays because we're in this fabulous series, y'all. This thing we got going on called It's Your Fault, the It's Your Fault series. Real quick, we did ladies, it's your fault. Men, it's your fault. And now we're coming together and we're just going to talk about this thing. We have different topics, different subjects. I have a panel of professionals in their own rights and their own ways. I'm going to let them introduce themselves real quick. You know, every week I want y'all to know who's here, and especially for those of you who are new and this is your first night. So welcome to the real life relationship growth experience. I love it here, y'all. I am really enjoying this and having a good time. I'm going to say this starting out. I'm Donna. Hey, what's up? I am not a professional, y'all. I am not a professional in the right of relationships, marriage counseling, none of that stuff. All right. But what I am a 51-year-old Black woman in this life, living it, doing the damn thing, and enjoying myself in the process. Some ups, some downs, all of that. So we're going to get into this thing. I'm going to introduce my crew. I'm going to introduce the panel, these people that have, I don't even think they know it, but in a matter of weeks, like, I feel like, yo, I need about $1,000. I can call Mark. I feel like that. I feel like that. But of course, we're going to do this thing. Of course, we're going to introduce the ladies. We're missing one tonight, and we're still going to mention him. And I'll let y'all know at the end of the introductions. But got to bring my girl on first, Miss Corey. Y'all, I cannot. I'm sorry. Listen, that's why he coming on last. Period. That's what's gonna happen. That's why he coming on last. This is my girl, Miss Corey B, the educator. Oh, ladies first. Ladies first. Corey, don't leave me. Don't leave me. You don't get caught up in what he just did, Corey.
It's a mess. Y'all got to know what this man is doing backstage.
Listen,
he got jokes.
I can't stand.
I can't even sing a song with you.
Right. Don't ask me for no money, Jimmy, because I'm saying no. All right. This is my girl, Miss Corey B, the educator. What's up, Corey? We got to do it again.
Yes,
because we missed it. You ready, Corey?
Yes.
Oh, ladies first. Ladies first. Oh, I don't claim to be a singer either.
Nor am I. I am not a professional, but I am Corey B. I'm an educator, but I am not a professional relationship expert. None of that stuff.
All right.
But thank you for having me on again tonight, Donna.
Oh, most definitely, most definitely. We rocking for 6 more weeks, sis.
All right now, let's go.
Right. And next we have Mr. Mark. Mr. Mark is the creator, the world-renowned
World renowned
of Late Night Online on Daylight. What's up, brother?
Hey, what's up? Hey, next time y'all, before y'all do y'all routine, every time y'all get on, do me first. Let that go last. You know that little ladies first stuff y'all got.
How you gonna do ladies? How you gonna do ladies first last? It's not possible.
How's that work?
Because I don't want to follow back to that. All right. I don't want to keep it off me. Well, what's up, everybody? What's going on?
All right. And then like I said, I'm going to mention he is not here tonight. Mr. Cortland Tony of Uniquely Made. He had a prior engagement, something else going on, so we're gonna miss Cortland tonight. But last but not least, we have I'm just gonna just do your thing, sir, because you got jokes. See, that's why it's all in the letter.
What y'all talking about? You have no evidence of anything I have done or said. But anyway, my name is Jimmy Rogers. I am a relationship coach. And Donna, thank you again for allowing me to be on the show and the podcast with the crew.
Most definitely, most definitely. All right, y'all. So we're gonna jump on into this thing. Hey, good evening to everybody that's popping on. My apologies. Let me go here to the chat and see if we can at least say what's up to some names for namesake. I don't know if that's gonna.
Yeah. Also, real quick, y'all, everybody out there, and who's watching this, definitely go in the chats. Let's keep it interesting. This is definitely an opportunity for everybody to kind of ask their own questions.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yes.
And give us some future topics we can talk about
Right.
within the next 6 weeks.
Most
My
definitely.
mic went out. Yeah, y'all know what he said.
Miss Lorena, what's up, lady? Okay. So
Claudette says hello.
Hey, sis, that's my big sister, y'all. Claudette. Hey, Robert. Hey, Kwame. What's up, my dear? All right, y'all. So we're gonna get started tonight. We're gonna get started on our topic expeditiously because we don't want to waste no time. We don't want to waste any time. So again, our series is your fault. It's your fault. Tonight, episode 2. The topic of tonight is friends who have no boundaries. When you are in a relationship, whether you're single, whether you're married, but you're in a committed relationship, I have to say committed. That has to be added because some people, anyway, you're in a committed relationship and you have a friend. Hey, Peggy, you have a friend. She has a friend. He has a friend of the opposite sex. And the boundaries are just twisted. Like this person not sure. They don't know their place, so to speak. So Jimmy, how you want to start this out? Like how we gonna start this out?
Well, first of all, I mean, do we believe, or how many of us agree that men and women can actually be platonic friends? And if, do we even believe that? Is that possible? And if so, under what set of circumstances does it normally work?
Yeah, y'all type in the chat and let us know what y'all think. Well, we want to get you all's thoughts before we kind of dig into this because I see Mark he focused.
I didn't know. I'm not focused. I was trying to. I'm really actually dissecting that question because I think I do have, and I had to really go back through my real platonic friends. I'm talking about the women that I would possibly say for me. I wouldn't even touch or think about touching. So for me, I would say it's possible. Just based on my experience.
Okay. All right. Hey, Shannon. Hey, Peggy. Welcome. Okay. Miss Corey, what you think?
I think it's possible 100%. But I do think that it depends on who you are, obviously. If you know yourself, you're not going to lie to yourself. It's absolutely possible. No, people, you know what? I don't even think they lie to themselves. They say to themselves, I want to get close to this person under the guise of friendship. That's why I'm going to keep this person close. If the opportunity makes itself available, I'm going to take it. But we're just friends.
So they lying to themselves.
Yeah.
No, they know darn well. Know darn well.
Well, here's the deal. I believe it's possible too. However,
right.
You cannot be sexually attracted to the person.
Right.
That person cannot be sexually attracted to you.
Right.
Otherwise, it's just a lion in wait.
Yep.
Right.
I agree with that.
They just waiting on a moment, an opportunity, right?
Yeah.
And of course, we all call it putting somebody in the friend zone.
Right.
Okay. And if we're gonna be adults about this conversation, y'all, women are notorious for that.
Man,
women are notorious for knowing this guy he's attracted to them. They know it.
Gotcha.
But wait a minute.
They put him in the friend zone, but they gonna get all the benefits of being his friends because they know he gonna go out his way to do whatever it is he need to do to try to win him over. Y'all, come on now, y'all know.
And look, let me add another one to it. Oh, he just my friend. You could just see his fangs just full of drooling. Look, the men like, nah, baby, he trying to get you. Nah, he ain't. He's just my friend.
Hold up. You mean y'all brothers don't do that? Nah, that's my homegirl. We've been homegirl for years.
No.
She was there before you. She's
No, there's a big difference. There's a big difference.
Hold on, y'all.
The average guy is probably poking her.
Hold on, y'all. Let me, because we did ask everybody to make sure they typed in the chat. So we just want.
He might tell you she his friend. But
hold on, y'all. So Claudia said it's important that friends have boundaries. Yes, you can just be friends with the opposite sex. Kwame said definitely possible, even for friends that were friends before either were married. Let's see. Larita said, yes, I believe it can happen if the two are honest about the expectations of the friendship.
Yep.
Kwame, you can be sexually attracted to a person and have a platonic friendship.
Sexually attractive and attraction is two different things, though.
Yeah.
Right.
From sexual attraction.
Right. Jasper said that's going to be difficult. Men should never place themselves in circumstances that will be challenged by a woman. All right, y'all go ahead.
You missed one. You said Jimmy's telling the truth about women enjoying the benefits of a guy that likes them. I guess he's saying likes.
How about let me do this
and friend zone it.
You skipped over that one.
I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to. They flowing, and my screen keeps going out. I don't know how to change this option. I have to keep tapping it. Okay. So let me read it. My bad. Jimmy's telling the truth about women enjoying the benefits of a guy that likes him and friend zones. Ooh.
Yeah, yeah. And let me, again, it can happen. However, like I said, if there is a physical or a sexual attraction to that person, you're just a person in wait. Because if an opportunity comes, you're going to jump on it. And I don't care which side of the coin that's on. That's the woman or the male, right?
Yeah.
Because we've all seen it. I've seen it on both sides where the guy genuinely saw her as a sister, but deep down inside, she's like, You know what I'm saying? And vice versa. Most of us have seen that. And here's the deal. If that woman is attractive, it ain't no man on the face of the earth believe that dude is just her friend platonically. And in his mind, he ain't waiting for an opportunity.
Right.
Now, if she's something that don't look that pretty to we might go for it. We might, he might not want, but I'm sorry but the one that's most distasteful to me is if a male or a female, knowing that the other person likes them, they've told you, they're acting like it, but you put them in the friend zone, but you take all of the benefits from, you're using them. That's period. You're using them.
I totally agree. I do believe that men and women can be friends.
Me too.
I do believe that, but under the thought process of, under the umbrella of all the things that you guys are saying, that you all are saying, I totally agree. If I am sexually attracted to you, sir, no, we cannot.
Right.
We can't be friends. We can't be homies. We can't. No.
Yep.
I totally agree with that. Corey, what were you saying, my dear? What were you saying?
Oh no, I'm with you. I am with y'all 100%, 100%. Absolutely.
Okay.
Because Corey, how many of you didn't put in the friend zone?
Every one of them.
I'm very honest. I tell somebody quick, listen, I like you. And I'm not the kind of person that can just hang around you if I like you.
Right.
I'll get real handsy. So, no.
Claudette said you can wait on the opportunity, but you will find your wait will be a very long one.
Right.
Yeah. It's sad. Larita said it's sad that attractiveness is the power word and reason behind open friendships. So Is that all that matters?
I'm lost.
She said it's sad that attractiveness is the power word and reason behind open friendships.
Gotcha.
So
Okay.
is that all? Yeah.
No, I don't believe that's all, because I do believe this too. I do believe that two people can genuinely go into a friendship platonically, and over time, as they get to know each other and get to see each other's values, some feelings may start to arise.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I've seen that.
I think this can kind of flow with what Kwame is saying. I don't know if it's going to flow the way he might. He said not always, because I had plenty of very attractive friends that I wouldn't get with because of other things, or it wouldn't fit, or they aren't my type. There may be physical or sexual attraction, but I know it wouldn't go past that. So it's no point.
Oh no, that's very mature.
Yeah.
But that's a rare breed of men that will be able to do that.
Right.
So and I'm in the same situation. I mean, people from our church, I see them as sisters. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful women, but that don't matter to me. You know what I'm saying? They're beautiful, they're intelligent, they're all those things, but I'm still not attracted to them in a manner of me wanting to date them, if that makes any sense. Yeah. So I mean, that I agree with you, but we were referring on the status of this person is sexually attracted to the person.
Right.
That's what we're talking about. It's not just because they're beautiful. No, they would want this person.
Right.
But the person is saying, no, we're just friends. I just see you as a brother. He like,
right.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. We talking clear cut sexually attracted.
Right. That's what we're referring to.
Right.
Yeah.
They're very attractive. There's attractive men. Corey, I mean, I'm sure you can agree. Brother might be fine, but no.
Right.
No.
What? Okay, so what would you say would be the when you say no, what is that no? Like, is it a time thing? Like, like what is that no? Is my point. What's your no?
Like the reasons why a person would say no, even though this person is really attractive.
Right.
Value systems could be different.
Okay. Even though y'all are friends, the value system could be different, basically, right?
Yeah. The way we look at things could be different. Right. I mean, I have some friends that we've got a lot of things in common, but getting together, other things that we don't have in common, they'd be a deal breaker. Like, I got some friends that drink really heavily. We're still good, but I couldn't be in a relationship with you. It wouldn't work for me. I don't like the smell of alcohol too much, so it wouldn't work.
And you know what? One good thing about that, I will say this. One good thing about it is that I think it is very wise for opposite sex gender friends are definitely wise, especially when it comes to certain aspects that may come when it comes to relationships or relating to that particular gender. So, like, say for instance, you having a male friend, I think is wise because it will help you kind of give you a little bit more insight when you're dating, right? It helps. It gives you some, because you asking your girlfriend ain't gonna work. She don't know, right?
She's only telling you stuff based off of her experiences.
Her experiences, and she's a
female,
right? So I think it is correct. So I think it is wise to have opposite sex friends. So that's why I say it's possible, because for me, I'll just say for me, it has definitely given me some insight when it comes to dating, and especially when no matter how attractive they are, I just feel like there's more value as far as life because we built a friendship. So I think it's very valuable.
Yeah. So going into our question about the boundaries, the only time a person is going to violate boundaries is if you all don't have the same mindset about the friendship.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. She want to smash, he want to smash, so he gonna keep trying stuff.
Okay, so let's say this. What about that friendship? Because Kwame mentioned it. That friendship was there before the relationship, before the marriage. Like,
it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah. Well.
No. What? Right.
Yeah, that's cool because I mean I'm in that situation.
Right.
But but here's the deal. Now my wife has a relationship with those people. You see what I'm saying? Those are, and if here's when you know it wasn't a healthy relationship from the beginning. If you can't now share that person with your spouse.
Right.
If you can't share that person with your spouse, something's fishy about that relationship.
Okay. So wait, hold on, y'all. Cause we moving a little quick. Let's back.
I think this is a good pace. I think we're at a great pace.
No, we're at a great pace, but when I say quick, I don't mean our pace is too fast. What I'm saying is there's some points that I think we need to we kind of want to slide in based on our topic. Based on our topic, that we want to slide in and get perspectives before we go where Jimmy is going. And I definitely agree. The pace is wonderful. We flowing. But so let's talk about that friend that has no boundaries. Because remember that we talking about it's your fault. This is what we're talking about. So for those who feel like this been my homegirl before I even met you, I knew her, we go way back. This is my girl. We talk about everything. Like she knows everything about me. Then we come along and the person you with, she's saying, but wait a minute. I'm okay. She was your girl. She was your homegirl or whatever. But now we're in this relationship. So when you need somebody to talk to, when you need somebody to confide in, when you need that, what then? How does that stand? How does that stand for that brother that's like, that's my homegirl, or that sister that's like, that's my homeboy?
Oh, okay. I'll say this. In that particular case, I have to feel the energy, right? So for me, is let's say, for instance, if my girl has a friend, she said that's my genuine friend, so he's gonna have to come around before I allow that relationship to I wouldn't say continue, but I would definitely say to feel comfortable, right? I would definitely have to make sure that I can feel the energy, right? Because if you pay attention as men, we know if that guy pretty much has intentions, even if he's been your friend for 10 or 12 years, it doesn't really matter because he just waiting on that opportunity, right? The opportunity can be right when you think everything is hunky-dory, then what happens is sometimes we'll slide in no matter how long it takes. So with that being said, I'll definitely have to just have him to come over. If I'm married, he needs to come over, right? And he's gonna come. And typically what happens is, just a footnote, is that if he comes over, let's see if he's involved with anybody else. Typically, if there's a married couple, then he knows that you're married. So let's see if he's single. That's something I'm going to pay attention to, right? So so definitely have to be around to catch that energy. I would say that.
So let's talk about and let's talk to because people have different ways of doing things, right? Let's talk to the situation where he has no problem or she has no problem with what the friend is doing. It's causing issues, it's causing problems. But I don't have no problem with that. Like, that's just something that you're going to have to accept or you're going to have to deal with. That's my girl or that's my homeboy. Let's talk because So
let me make sure I'm understanding what you're saying. So you're saying that, let's just say, for instance, the husband has a female friend that has been a friend for 20 plus years, but the wife has a problem with this friendship. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying the husband has the friendship, right? The wife has the problem because he is allowing things. He's allowing the friend to say things. He's allowing the friend to be involved in situations that should just be between the two of them in the name of, this is my girl. Like, that's my friend.
So that's his confidant.
Then that's
right.
Right.
Yes.
Why would it be a problem?
Let's look.
Because I promise you, she has a confidant.
Oh, you're asking? Okay. So
you broke up a little bit. I don't know if that was me.
Who, me? I broke up.
No. It must have been on my side. all of y'all froze for a second. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Oh, okay. So if I'm saying that there's a problem because the best friend is being let into things that should be between you and I, that's a problem. Why if it's supposed to be between you and me, if it's a you and me problem, why is someone else being introduced to it and allowed a voice in something that's supposed to be between you and I? That's a problem.
Okay.
Right.
I would agree with you under one set of circumstances. Is if you don't talk to anybody about our problems either.
Right.
Okay.
No,
So say she doesn't. Say she doesn't or he does.
So then and only then would what her argument would have any legs. You see what I'm saying?
Well, that's what I thought Donna was saying.
That is what I'm saying. That is what I'm saying.
Okay. Well, yes, that's definitely problematic.
Yeah, that's
right.
Absolutely problematic from that perspective. Then, yeah.
So being from that perspective, because again, it's your fault. So if you're allowing that, and your mate, your girl, your wife, your husband, your man has a problem with it, and I've heard this clearly before. A friend of mine, she just gonna have to deal with it. And I'm like, okay, but your wife feels this way. Well, she gonna have to deal with it because that was my friend before I even knew her.
He don't really love her for real.
Not at all.
In the words of a great philosopher named Mark, he don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there.
Yeah.
He don't want to be there.
He don't want to be there. You know what I'm saying? That's come on now. That's your husband or your wife. And here's the reality. You cannot tell me that a true friend would allow you to make a stupid decision to choose them over your spouse.
Right.
You can't.
Right.
A true friend be like, no, bro, that's your wife, that's your husband. You need to, you make that right. We good. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, we're good. We don't have to talk every day, every once a month or whatever. When I see you, it could be 5 years later. We still cool. You know what I'm saying? Because we're really friends. I would never come in between you and your significant other.
Right.
If that man or that woman feels insecure about our relationship has to dissolve to the degree that we're going to be talking where this person is feelings are hurt. That's what a true friend would do.
What that is the friend realized they missed an opportunity and they're still trying.
Right.
And that's when you know that person, and these are the boundaries that I thought we were initially talking about. So if you got a person that's trying to keep crossing those boundaries and they're saying stuff, well, why is she tripping? Why he tripping? We've been friends for years. You already know that person doesn't have your best interest at heart.
Oh yeah, we're not talking about that person.
Yeah,
we are talking about those boundaries. We're not talking about that person because it's very clear that they are not your friend. It's very clear. They have their own agenda.
And to keep allowing go ahead.
Sorry. Avery said, 2 of my best friends are married. We had to work on bringing the husbands into the friendship. My friend even made sure to introduce and to explain the relationship before the 2 got married. Now, the husband will joke and say, my wife's second husband. He reminds me of important dates with the wife. When he came in the picture, I had to be intentional in the relationships. Let's see. Claudette said first, if you have a friend that you go way back with and you are close to, and you are close, your partner is going to know about them. Yeah. No. Yeah, I was hit. Yeah. No. If your significant other has a problem, then it needs to be addressed. If the significant other doesn't respect their feelings, then that tells you something, and then you need to make decisions. Right.
If the significant other doesn't respect what feelings?
I think that was kind of a typo. Because that it looks like that was a typo to me because he's agreeing with the friend
Right. So maybe if the friend doesn't.
Yeah, I think
respect
that's what
that.
he was
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
to
okay,
say.
okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what he was trying to say. Yeah. So this particular situation, like I said, a friend of mine, he felt like his wife just needed to get over it. And I get the point that he he just don't really want to be there. To that aspect. And the people say on the surface that, you say that, and I guarantee you he would be like, nah, I love my wife. I want to be there. I do want to be with her.
Not to the degree that he should.
Right. And love
Right.
and love is an action.
It sure is.
It's
Right.
an action.
Love is definitely an action word. You need to show that. And that is and guys, listen, let's not skip the part of you could genuinely have an insecure spouse.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go with that. Let's hit on that, Jimmy.
You could genuinely have an insecure spouse. Even in that case or scenario, you still have to honor the marriage.
Totally agree.
You still have to honor the marriage.
Totally agree. Because even if he or she is insecure, the point is they're yours. And your job is to help them from whatever things that causes their insecurities, to deal with those things head on and say, my focus is still you. As batty as you are, and as aggravating as that is, I'm here. There is nothing like when you're dealing with something that causes an insecurity for your significant other to be like, girl, boy, you crazy, but come here.
So I asked, to what degree? To what degree? Me myself, it's just my own thing. I feel that sometimes overly secure people, sometimes they lack confidence in themselves. That's something that we can't change, right? We can assist and to point out, say, hey, you may need to go, get someone outside of the home, like as such a counselor, in order to bring yourself up. But
ain't no May. I love you. Get counseling.
Right. So
ain't no May. I'm sorry.
Right. But to what degree? I'm not one to be just to stay in a marriage just because I'm supposed to stay in the marriage. At some point, if in some situations, I think that trying to coddle some people when it comes to security is some things you can't do for them.
Yeah. So let's make sure that, because I knew this was gonna do this. I knew this was gonna go, because there are too many different scenarios that this can play.
Absolutely.
In. So if you have an insecure spouse, right? And I mean, their insecurity has nothing to do with you.
Right.
They came into the relationship insecure because there has not been any infidelity. You have not given them any reason to be jealous. They came into the relationship insecure because, let's say, they were cheated on in their last relationship or relationships. So they've come into the situation wounded. Now, and guys, I say this respectfully. The moment you meet a person that has those levels of insecurities, before you say I do, run. Because usually people struggle with getting help for that.
Right.
Because they don't believe they are as wounded as they are. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now we're talking about, now you've already said I do, right? You said I do now. As a spouse, you have a responsibility and obligation to that person now.
Yeah.
Because you should have made the decision before you said I do, but you didn't.
Right.
Now you with this unhealed person who's insecure, and so now you have to say, okay, babe, whether it's the male or female, the wording should go something like this. Hey, I get it. I understand that you're not comfortable with this situation. And because you are my spouse, I will honor that. However, I want to ask you with every fiber of my being to talk to someone about what caused this level of insecurity in you. because we cannot go through our marriage like this. You understand what I'm saying? That person has to get help because they have some unhealed wounds that, you know, I've literally seen people, if they see a person of the opposite sex look at their spouse, they get defensive. What you looking at? No, let me tell y'all something. This is how my mind works. If me and my wife are out in public and nobody looks at my wife, she might not be as attractive as I think she is.
Right.
Now, I don't encourage some grown man to try to, you know, come up and talk to her. Now that's totally different. But for a man who believes he has a beautiful wife to expect nobody to look at her, something wrong with you, bro.
Right. You wouldn't want her either.
Right.
You wouldn't want her either.
Like something is wrong with you. That's just like a woman. If you're walking with your man and no woman checks him out, I mean, but don't nobody want to have to experience some level of disrespect. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so we have to be very mindful of that. We have some people that are carrying some wounds that hadn't been healed, and if that's the case, hey, get healed. You know, but in the meanwhile, I'll honor that. You know, I'm gonna honor that wish of my wife. Why would I want to cause a rift with the person that I'm sleeping with every night?
Right.
But
Go ahead, Miss Corey.
I just want to say, I feel like Cortland is here. And if Cortland were here, he might say, well, they married the insecure person. So isn't that their fault? Probably her fault.
So I would go back and correct my fault and pack my bags and put my the little hobo stick. The little hobo stick with the little thing in the back. With some pine straw in my mouth. You know what I mean? With some overalls. I'm out the door. You know what I'm saying? That's how you correct those mistakes.
That's how you correct it, Mark.
Yeah. We get that hobo stick. Let's go. Let's get it.
Yeah, I mean, no. I mean, you're right. Cortland probably would definitely say that, but it would be because if you saw those red flags during the dating phase, why did you say I do?
Right.
And especially when you knew you had a friend of the opposite sex that you had been friends with for years, right?
Because it's very possible both of y'all need to be on somebody's couch.
I was about to say the same.
Exactly.
Sounds like.
Exactly.
And you know what? This part definitely. That the reason why I'm probably say a little bit more about that because I'll just say this without saying a lot. That is my personal story. That's a personal story of mine, right? So that's why I kind of spoke on it. I can speak from that angle. Just wanted to kind of put that out there.
And you listen, that's most people's story,
right?
Whether we want to be honest about it or not.
It is.
Yeah.
But I got
when my son's mother passed, right? I had two female friends that I was really, really close with. You know, these were my sisters in my head because I ain't attracted to neither one of them like that. You know what I'm saying? And it was probably, man, I'll say 4 or 5 months after, Janelle had passed. One of them, came over to check on, me and the baby because, LJ was a baby at that time. She came over just like they normally do,
Yeah.
Checking on us and stuff, man. And that joker reached over and tried to kiss me. I was like, whoa, slow. What are you doing?
Yeah.
And so I was like, oh, wow. And it really, really made me become a lot more intentional about paying attention to forget what you think.
Yeah.
Look and see what how they're moving and how they looking at you, because come on, yeah, we know when people flirting and trying to pretend like they not flirting, right?
Right.
But when that's not where your mind is, you can overlook it. That's why your significant other can see stuff that you probably don't see. And sometimes we want to label it as jealous or insecure Well, no, they can see it because they're not emotionally connected to it. That's just like a man. A man can be around. We like, girl, come on now.
Right.
If that was your friend, he would have been staring at your butt when you walk by.
Yeah, you see them fangs hanging, girl.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Cut it out.
He trying to wipe the slob off his mouth every time you move around. Like he trying, you know.
Kills me.
Yeah, so the opposite sex can normally see that, right? And I have learned to pay attention to that. You know, it's like, okay, well, maybe I wasn't paying attention to it because I know how I felt. You know what I'm saying? And sometimes when we don't share that same emotional feeling that they may feel, we'll be blind to it sometimes, unless they are just definitely just overt with it. You know what I'm saying? Right. But most people, when they like you on the slick and they want, you know, they in that waiting zone, they're very covert with their actions. And it takes somebody that's not emotionally connected to them to see it.
Right. And your friends, like if your friends are your friend, if your friends are your friend, they'll definitely be a friend enough to make your significant other comfortable. Exactly. If they're your friend. Exactly. Right? That's how you test friendship. Friendships are tested during times where you have to outside of just being happy all the time. Sometimes you got to test your friendship by just putting them through adverse actions or adverse situations or whatnot, and they may have to clean it up. So that's all.
If you got a friend when you say you and your significant other are going through it, and you go to this person and you're talking to him, and the wisdom that they're giving you is on the behalf of your relationship, that might be a friend.
Right.
You know, they're saying, you know, listen, because they've known you for a long time, they might start having questions like this. So, okay, now, you know, we've known each other for a while and you have a tendency of doing A, B, C, and D. You sure it wasn't this? You know what I'm saying? They'll be questioning you, right? But if you got that friend that's like, are you for real? She tripping.
Right.
Man, I don't know, man. How long you gonna deal with that?
Girl, he just want to control you.
How long you gonna deal with that? You know, that's when you might need to give him the crooked eye. You know what I'm saying?
Because you know, envy is real. Yes, envy is real. Yep. People live through other people. I notice that's very, very common, right? So they feel life should be a certain way, and if they don't achieve it, then guess what? They're very envious of you, and then it becomes hate, and it becomes a whole lot of other crap that you don't want to have to deal with, you know. So be careful. Yep. Be careful that it's envy is real. I have to remind people of that. So
right. Hey, I want to say real quick, what's up to Miss Kendra and Miss Deidre? They are on the YouTube channel. Just real quick, guys.
Actually, they're my people. They're my date night people.
Yeah,
I got my stuff paired in. I got my people coming.
Okay,
I see Deidre. It. Yeah.
Okay.
What's up, Deidre and Kendra? Thank you for joining us.
Yeah. All right, y'all.
This is a good one. Boundary. Oh, and back to let's say the opposite sex friends. Usually, unless it's a person that you felt you had to put in the friend zone, you really don't discuss boundaries.
Right.
The relationship just organically happens. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So what about from that perspective? You got one, you know, every now and again, you know, maybe once every quarter, they try something, you know, just to see what you're working with. Like,
They can jump in.
Friends want to see you win.
Right.
Friends want to see you win.
He's trying to see if he or she trying to see if they can be friends with benefits. You know what I'm saying?
Win.
You know, so how do you go about setting those boundaries? Because that's another angle we need to cover when it comes to boundaries.
Repeat that, Jimmy.
So say for instance, you have a friend with a male, right? And in your mind, that's all he is, friend, right? But in his mind, he's hopeful. So every blue moon, you know, he'd be like, hey, what you doing this weekend? You know, he always want to, you know, invite you out to something, you know. He want to take you on a trip. Hey, let's go down to Tennessee.
Dang.
You know what I'm saying? He want to get you away. You know, he kind of isolate you, you know, get you by yourself.
Let's go to the lake. Let's go to the lake for lunch.
Right. How do you deal with that? What kind of boundaries do you set? Do you go on the trip? Or do you say, "Oh no, that's an overnight trip"? Oh no, I'll play it. No, you know what I'm saying? How do you set boundaries with a friend like that?
Be in the same seatbelt you in the car.
You
get both y'all in one seatbelt. I'm sorry, did I say that?
Well,
go ahead.
What you could do is friend zone him and go on the trip anyway.
Well, yeah, that's my point. But that's what usually happens, Corey. No, you're not joking. We don't try to tell.
Yeah, you just digging yourself even a deeper ditch. Because his mind ain't gonna be like, if I don't
Mark,
get her now, I'm gonna get her later.
Yeah, come on. Let's be real. we being real. That is usually what happens.
I know. So sad. Then y'all wonder why y'all get into some of these situations y'all get into.
I was joking.
Well, it happens though.
No, you were
joking.
But that's real.
No, that is real.
Yeah, that's real.
Yeah, I know you're speaking on a personal answer.
This ain't about you.
That's not you. I get it, but it does happen.
What I was saying is, really, you tell them the same way you would any other person, whether you're single and you just don't want that person, or you're in a relationship.
Right.
It's not gonna. Listen. We can't keep being friends if you're gonna keep on doing this.
Exactly.
Because
that's what one of the comments said. Yeah.
Right. You obviously want more. This is not gonna work.
Right.
Yeah.
And you gotta be upfront with
from a distance.
There is no if you want to keep being friends, this has to stop. It just has to stop.
Right. Because you've already shown me you can't be
trusted. When a Negro show you who they are, believe them the first time. Yes. We don't have to come back to I was just feeling a certain way, or you just
Donna, I have explained that to both men and women. I'll say, guys, listen, I know this is going to be hard for you to accept, but here's a reality. If she tells you, if when you all first come together, you ask her out and she goes, well, I really don't want to be in a relationship, but we can be friends, right? And then you all are friends, but she always wanted to go places. I'm like, dude, she's using you for entertainment. Right. Say no.
Right. You a seat filler.
Thank you. Say no.
You a seat filler.
You are providing entertainment for her. Free meals, free entertainment, free what? Just say no.
Yeah.
Right. And especially when you know that you want more than that from her. Why are you letting her play you?
Because that person wants a seat filler. They're hoping. Matter of fact, I'm gonna tell you what it is. They'd rather be with someone right now than no one at all.
Oh, definitely. But I'm not your placeholder.
Yeah.
I mean, even though I probably in my lifetime, if I can recall correctly, maybe 2 to 3 times I've had somebody say, well, let's just be friends. I was like, I don't need no more friends. I got enough of those.
But yeah, on the same token, on the flip side, just like women do it, and they be like, oh well, men.
I said both men and women, both of them. I mean, listen.
You wasting your time, she wasting your time.
There you go.
Opposite.
There you go. It doesn't matter. I don't care which one it is. Don't get played, and don't let people play you. It's just all to it. And ladies. Those of you who are listening and those of you who may watch the replay of this show, 9 times out of 10, he don't want to be your friend. He's waiting for an opportunity. Don't cry on his shoulders too many times.
Yep.
You just giving him more ammo.
So a guy told me, go ahead.
No, go ahead.
A guy told me once that men and women cannot be friends. That what it really is, if they are friends, is because one of them missed an opportunity.
Mm-hmm. In most cases,
it comes around again, typically lying in wait, hoping that person notices them and it comes around again. The other person may not even know that the person thinks they missed an opportunity.
That's right. And both sides of the coin.
Yep, both sides of the coin.
I've seen it on both sides of the coin. And men are normally the ones who get put in the friend zone, right?
Yeah.
Women are usually the ones who miss the opportunity.
You said women are usually ones miss the opportunity.
Yes, women are usually the ones who missed the opportunity. They didn't catch him when he was, but now he didn't. Oh God, dog, he done blossomed. Ooh,
Started from the bottom now.
Too late now, pimping. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And the guys, women normally just gonna throw the guys in the friend zone, like, and so he the one normally, he like,
Yeah, we gotta catch y'all on a good day. We gotta catch y'all.
I'm gonna keep doing everything she needs. She talking to him on the phone. My pipe broke. He coming. Like who does that?
Really?
Right.
And I was telling a friend of mine. I said, guys, if you have a female friend, treat her like a friend. Treat her like a friend.
Yeah.
If you and your homeboys call you and say, hey bro, you want to go to the Atlanta Falcons game? Guess what you gonna ask? When? How much are the tickets?
Corey, I ain't gonna lie. I've been there, done that. Look, this is real. We talking real life. And when you learn better, you do better. When you grow, you grow. Mm-hmm. But I have had minty male friends that I know I had no interest in being with. And if something needed to be taken care of,
call that brother. That's his specialty. He knows how to do that.
Let me tell you why he doing it though. Because I guarantee you, if you was unattractive, he'd be like, "Yeah, I'm busy. I mean, I got to my schedule packed." But because here's the deal: both male and female do this, but men primarily. We're always trying to show you our worth, so you'll eventually say, he might be a good catch.
Yeah. We be juggling. We be doing all kinds of stuff. See me over here, be those guys will be playing the drums with the harmonica right here.
See me,
cymbals in between the legs.
One man band. I play you a song, girl.
Right.
You see me over here, nigga, be out here tap dancing and shit.
But and you can't tell me that woman don't know he doing that. You know she's taking advantage.
Bojangles Weaver. Bojangles Weaver.
Wait a minute. Wait, Kevin said, we missed. Kevin said, folks have hope addiction versus dealing in reality.
That's right.
Yep.
That's right.
Friend zoned, but expecting boyfriend husband benefits.
There you go.
But you know what? That's another thing. That's another thing. At that point right there, like when I say we'll be your friend, but then those the ones that get kind of murky, we're like we friends, but then there's benefits with it. Like that comment alone, yes, they are expected in some cases, but sometimes they're also given. You know what I mean?
Well, the benefits that I think they're referring to is they're benefiting from what that other person can do for them. Like Donna said.
Right. I'm speaking to those other benefits.
I need my lights. My lights went out. Here he come. I need this, But the ones that are talking about the physical benefits, that's a dual role there. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
Being at that point, it's good. But we're talking about the ones who, they ain't even gonna give you nothing, but they gonna take everything they can take though.
Hey, I'm talking about the other ones. The other benefits.
You ain't getting nothing. That ain't
man. It sometimes it gets kind of murky when you do have women that want to put you in the friend zone, but may every now and then break you off. It happens.
Hey, let me be honest.
It happens.
It does happen. It does happen. Let me be honest, because I always try to be transparent, and this is real. When I say real life relationship growth, that was a trauma response for me.
What you mean?
That the fact that I did that. Mm-hmm. I did that because my thing was I'm going to place myself in a position where I can't be used or hurt or abused or taken advantage of. So I'm going to control the narrative every time. Every time. So for me, that was one of those, and it is not like I did not want to be in a relationship. It's not like I did not want to be loved in just that one person. But this is how that happened for me. If it even looked like he was trying to play games, are we flipping this script? If It's a trauma response. I'm gonna be honest. It was a trauma response, and that's something that I keep saying I got to get a bell, y'all, because every time I say it, I want to ring this bell. That is something that counseling, prayer, and reality changed for me. Sitting, laying on that woman's couch, my counselor was a godsend. This chick was reading me inside and out and was like, hey, this is what you got to look at. So that's just a plug for that counseling, y'all.
Yep. Stop being afraid of it. And stop lying and saying you don't have no money. Because if you can go get the latest iPhone, you can go get the latest, name brand outfit, you can afford counseling.
If you saving for a trip, you can put a small budget together, and this is my counseling budget. This is what I'm saving to put aside so I can go, because it is a beautiful, wonderful thing. It's gonna hurt. It's gonna hurt at first.
Right. It's also a sign of accountability, which a lot of people don't carry.
There you go.
Right.
That's right.
Counseling is like saying I have an issue. I need a solution. Right. That's accountability. So be different. You know, I pride myself on being different. Being different to get you a long way. So I would probably say most people are resistant to it. I myself had it. But it all starts with accountability. So that's the first step. I would definitely say to solve the problem.
That's right.
If you have insurance, you can
can you read a couple of those comments? I see one that says friends with benefits is no friend at all. It's a cop out. Or it's a cop out, a cover up.
Cover up. I was just getting ready to hit that.
Somebody said, look up the definition of friendship. And I did. It's the emotions or conduct of friends, the state of being friends. Right. And literally that has no physical or sexual connotation.
None.
So that is true. Ladies and gents, don't be the Rolodex person. Oh, I heard that. Listen, I'm a firm believer in that. Don't let nobody put you in no Rolodex. They just call you when they need something.
Like, let's see. I need somebody to go and do.
Now, the only time that is beneficial to you if that's your business. When your cable's out and I'm a cable man, but I'm charging you.
There you go.
You ain't getting it for free because you trying to play me for Willie Foo-Foo. No, bro, come on now. Now I might give you a deal.
Right, a percentage off.
Yeah, but I'm still charging you.
Oh, sorry, real quick. Kwame suggested when we talking about counseling, use your employee assistant program benefits or insurance for your counseling. Thank you, sir. Yep. And I'm gonna tell y'all, because I'm self-employed, I have my own business or whatever. My healthcare plan was real shaky. But this woman, when I said she was a godsend, allowed me to pay her. So don't say you could. I'm that person. I'm gonna ask. You gonna have to tell me no, because I am going to ask. I was on a payment plan with her. So ask. Just ask. You never know. You never know. But seek that counseling.
I just think in this context, from all angles, the couple, the two people that are friends that are of opposite sex, they need to have boundaries put up front. Like, hey, if we're friends, this is what friends look like. This is how I treat my friends, right? And this is how I will treat you, right? If I got something going on, I'll be like, hey, we got this going on. We all going to the game, right? Because literally, I have this happen all the time. My homeboys are called, hey, man, you want to go to a Hawks game? Yeah, I'm like, what day? How much are the tickets? Because I ain't automatically expecting them to pay when they call me.
Right.
Can I ask you a question? At our big age, are we accepting new friends?
Oh, what? Say that again. I missed it.
I said at our big age, are we accepting new friends? Are we? I mean, I know
that's a good question. I never thought.
Yeah, you should never close the door to friendships, because as you evolve in life, different people can come into your life, right? And you don't ever know what connections you will build, right? But be careful about using the word friend.
Yeah,
Mhm.
I like
Right?
associates better.
There you go, Mark. I have way more associates
Right.
than I have
Yeah.
friends.
My mother
right?
raised us like that. We could
Yeah.
not call. She was like, you don't call everybody friend.
Mhm.
We would come home and be like, oh, I'm this friend. No, ma'am. That's not your friend. That's your associate.
Yeah, that person ain't been tested yet.
Right.
That relationship
See,
ain't
my
been
mother
tried
used to
yet.
tell us that all the time. I'm sorry. Kevin said, Kevin here again. Also, don't blur the lines. If you're truly friends, don't introduce flirting.
There you go.
If not, someone will feel something that may or may not be there.
Right.
May not be there. Oh, let me ask this question. This came across my brain. What about new friends of the opposite sex when you are married and when you're in that, you're single but you're committed relationship? What about new friends coming in that direction?
Well, it was the same principle as earlier.
Hmm?
If for instance, before I retired, I worked at Google, and there was a young lady that worked there, and because I was at Google for 8 years or so, whatever. So this young lady and I became friends, right? Initially, the association came because we were coworkers.
Co-workers.
But over a couple of years, we became, now mind you, while this is happening, I'm telling my wife about it. Man, Trish, blah, blah, blah. Trish is literally a family member now.
Hmm.
You understand what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm,
She's traveled with us. You know what I'm saying?
mm-hmm,
Her and her kids have traveled with us, right?
mm-hmm.
Because I wasn't dumb enough. And I've seen people make these mistakes where you holler about this friend, but you've never introduced them to your spouse, and your spouse has never been around them. Your spouse, and so to me, that's a recipe for failure. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And so, literally to this day, people actually think she's my biological sister.
And I think you
Right.
touched on that earlier too, when you said if you can't bring them around your spouse,
Yeah.
are they really your friend?
Right. Right. And I mean, and I'm gonna tell you now, there's a lady that I'm friends with now. We dated when we were in high school. But her and her husband been married for over close to 30 years.
I mean, y'all were in high school.
Right, but still, some people get jealous over that, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Right.
I don't have no feelings for her. You know what I'm saying? Those feelings left however many years ago I was in high school. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so, when I first was telling Rachel about it, I wanted to see what my wife's comment was going to be. How did she feel about it? Because it was going to be no love loss if I didn't have another conversation, because I wasn't finna sacrifice my marriage over that friendship.
Yeah,
right. And that was the same conversation that I had with her husband. Like, bro, listen, if you're not cool with it, bro, because it ain't like we talk every day. It ain't like we talk once a month. Most of our conversations came through business adventures. She would have me and Rachel come and do relationship stuff. So those were the extent of our conversations. They were always business. Like we don't call each other and talk about family. We don't do that. Those days are
right.
long
And then
gone,
and then too on the married and new friends thing. No, I mean, I don't have a new friend. You don't have a new friend. We both got a new friend.
Right.
I'm just gonna say we both got a new friend.
And I'm very leery about bringing a single friend around a bunch of married people anyway, because they're gonna feel weird.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Considering them. Thomas said, I just went through that. He made his wife block me. LOL.
That dang plug. That's my boy plug. What's Thomas?
He made his wife block me. Thomas, what you do? I'm just playing.
Plug.
Yeah, the moment she told Thomas that her husband wasn't feeling that relationship, Thomas should have said, "Hey,
yeah,
we're done. Hey, let's not.
Hey,
we don't want to. I don't want to put nothing in between you and your man. You know what I'm saying?
And
that's how you figured handle that."
Thomas said they was friends from the 8th grade.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Because I guarantee you, Thomas, if Thomas got a wife and she say I got a friend from the 8th grade, he gonna be like, and let the dude remotely look good.
You gotta go.
Thomas gonna be like, nah, player. Mm-mm.
So I think the point is on that. It doesn't.
Thomas saying I never had sexual relationships with her.
Yeah,
there you go,
It
Thomas.
could have been a.
Thomas said, let me make sure I'm clear on this.
A single third wheel. Good night.
Hey, I'm also gonna say this too, and never get offended by those decisions, because depending upon where a woman is in her life when she finally found the one for her, they're gonna do whatever it is to keep it tight. All that goes out the window.
Right.
Yep.
You know, that's the fortunate, unfortunate part about it, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So we have to go back to that thought of the importance of your significant other.
Right.
Guarding. I have this thing I always say, I'm guarding the boundaries of this relationship all the way around. If it looks like it's a problem, we for what? Like, why we even gonna argue this point? What, we fighting against each other? What we doing? So we have to guard the full parameters of our relationship, and that could look like removing somebody that's been there since the 8th grade. Sorry, Thomas, you said 8th. I'm just right. It could look like that.
Right.
Because that thing is how the worth of your relationship and that person that you're trying to spend the rest of your life with. That is the goal and the focus.
Yep. And even if you feel your significant other is just jealous, you still respect the sanctity of the relationship. And then ask that person to get help.
Yeah. Work on that part of it. All right, Miss Corey, be the educator. We're gonna wrap this thing up, my dear. You have any closing thoughts, or what you got?
My closing thoughts would be, yes, men and women can be in a relationship, friendships with each other, without issue. But if you are in a relationship and something is really, really causing an issue with your spouse, if they're not an insecure person, as we established before, you need to see about it. You need to check with them, work on it, do what you got to do. Ask yourself, is the friendship worth the relationship? Whatever is important, go with it, I guess.
Mr. Mark, what you got?
Really, I guess I would say the main thing about boundaries, just understand what it is that makes you feel comfortable. That's number one. I feel that once you decide what that is, it's great to relay that to those that are around you, so that boundaries aren't the chance of boundaries sometimes are. I'll just say this. I'm gonna make it real short and sweet, because I'm overthinking it, because I'm thinking of so many different things when it comes to boundaries, so many different scenarios. I'll just say this: people will respect what it is that you desire, friends or not, right? Those who respect your boundaries are truly your friends. That's the only thing I really have to say about that.
Nice. Yeah. Yep. All right, Mr. Rogers.
Yeah, I'm in agreement with both Corey and Mark. Set the boundaries. First of all, be honest with yourself what the boundaries truly are.
Right.
Don't pretend to be friends with someone you really like, but they're throwing you in the friend zone. You're setting yourself up for failure. Just simply say, that's not a position I want to be in.
Right.
And I respectfully will let you walk away, because I'm not going to be your friend. That's not what I want. Right. I think when we're honest on that level, then the boundaries can be clear, and we don't have to put ourselves in positions to have our emotions and feelings hurt.
Right. All right, y'all. Totally agree. I agree with everything all three said, and Cortland, what he would have represented. What he would have represented. You guys, this was another great one. I really appreciate you all. We have 6 more to go, and I already see it getting better, because this one was even better than the first. So for you all listening and watching, please send us, whether you send it through either platform, to Mark or to Jimmy, to myself, through Corey, whatever scenario topic, it's your fault that you'd like to discuss and get into. It can be something personal you going through. We won't drop no names because that's not what we're here for. We're here for working on ways to have healthier, growing relationships. Whether you're single and doing that, whether you're married doing that, whatever. So give us your thoughts. Give us your thoughts. Let us know what you want scenario number 3 to be. And we'll consider everyone's input. So thank you guys for being here tonight. I'm not gonna pop y'all off the screen one at a time. We just all gonna say good night.
Peace.